Hi there, I'm Jenny with Cosmic Gypsy. This is a general collective energy reading for the month of May 2020. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Please feel free to leave me a comment down below and let me know if this message resonated for you or not. It is a general reading. It's not going to resonate for everyone, but it is my intention that whoever comes across this video gets some little juicy nugget that they can take away and will help you on your journey. I would be deeply honored if you would like this video, share it, or subscribe to my channel and stay connected as we learn and grow together. This is a new YouTube channel and I am still trying to get my bearings. It's a little weird, like talking to a camera. There's not actually anybody out there, but knowing that people will see it later is like a little odd for me. But I do love reading cards. I love checking with the energy, and it is exciting for me to even think about being able to connect with like-minded people out there. We all have so much to teach each other. My cat Sophie is licking herself in the background. That's nice. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords. This is a card about taking action. It's about going after what you want. Do you see how that light is shining on this guy? It's like he's been in the darkness for a little while and he was unable to move, but now he's going for it. We'll see how it looks when the rest of the cards come out, but that one just flew out, so we're going to keep it. I'm going to do a 9-card spread. I am using the Light Seers Tarot. It is my current favorite deck, and I don't know, it seems like it might be for a while. So we'll do a 9-card spread, and then I'm going to pull some oracle cards at the end. I am feeling that the month of May is very much going to be focused on finances and what we value and how we create going forward. But we'll see what the cards have to say. I think there's Page of Cups. So do you see how he's totally envisioning with his heart? He's like dreaming the impossible dream. So here we have dreaming and here we have action. So it seems like May is going to be a time for many people out there to put their hopes and their dreams into action, to create something new for themselves that is based on their values. It is in alignment with their heart. It is on their destiny. Okay. So for those of you who have been using this time of social distancing, you know, deepening your study of something, thinking about what kind of new life you can create for yourself going forward from here, May is going to be a time to stop thinking about it and get to it. Shit or get off the pot. There's no time to waste. We are not trying to fuck around here, okay? There is no time to waste. We are not messing around anymore, okay? Yeah, there's like a season for dreaming and a season for getting down to it. Okay. Those cards just flew out before I had a chance to cut the deck. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck now. And we'll see where we go from here. Okay. So first card out is the Two of Swords. So this is a card really about being still and centered within yourself. It's about going deep within and sort of excavating what's there. This is not a card of movement. This is a card of movement all around you. So for some of you, I think that there's been a lot of activity or a lot of information coming in, and you are still within yourself sorting through all of this stuff, but not getting too attached to what's going on out there. You're not going to be distracted by all of the things that are trying to get your attention. You are totally focused on yourself and your goals and taking care of your immediate environment. Oh, right off the bat, then right after that, we have the Three of Swords. So some of you out there are really struggling with your emotions. There's a lot of despair. There's a lot of frustration, a lot of anxiety. There is a feeling of hopelessness, like this pain is just never going to end. It's also possible that some of you have a person in your life who is going through these kind of feelings. And while you are being there for that person as a supportive role, you are not allowing yourself to be dragged down by the other person's emotions. There's a way to be in relationship with someone who is struggling. We want to always offer our love and support, but we can't allow that. And I know this is like really hard for a lot of us, especially those of us who are very empathic, and all human beings are empathic, really. It's just whether or not we're in touch with that. But when you're empathic and when you're compassionate and you see the suffering of so many people around you, it's really, really easy to get bogged down in all of that. And we want to have, my dog is gonna do a little yoga. We don't want to, sorry, I got distracted. We want to be able to show up with our whole heart for people whose heart are broken, but at the same time, we have to take care of ourselves. And the first thing that we can do to take care of ourselves is to take time to go within. Okay, we have the Three of Cups reversed. So it seems like some social distancing is still going to be going on in the month of May. And it could be that that is what is causing you or those around you to be feeling this kind of anxiety, this kind of heartbreak, this kind of like, is this ever going to fucking end? You know, we are social creatures. We are obviously programmed to be in community with one another, and we are not able to do that right now. It's going to cause big changes in the way that we function going forward. But again, we have to make the most of this time. Absolutely, it's critical that we do this. We always have a choice when anytime anything is going wrong. How are we going to respond to this? Are we going to get better, or are we going to get worse? There's no room anymore to be a victim of your own life. Sorry if that sounded really bitchy, but there just isn't. Like, we don't have time. We don't have the energy to be, you know, playing small anymore. We have to take every single circumstance that happens in our life and use it as an opportunity for growth. We have the Hierophant reversed. This is someone who is denying his spiritual growth. This is someone who is lacking discipline, who doesn't have quite yet the proper self-control that is needed in order to make the most of this time. This is an opportunity to take simple steps. There's just simple steps, just small steps, one step at a time on the road to enlightenment. There's little things that we can do that add up to make a big difference and that will take us really far in our lives. So get serious. It's time. Okay. Now, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So it doesn't seem like it's going to be the luckiest month that we've ever had, but I don't think anyone was really expecting that May 2020, after, you know, dealing with the coronavirus since the beginning of the year, is going to be much easier. It's going to take a long time for all of this to shake down. And astrologically, the shit's kind of hitting the fan anyway. So it's not surprising. I don't think any of us should be surprised that that we're kind of taking this bad trip around the Wheel of Fortune right now. But again, we have to make the most of this time. We cannot let it get the best of us. We have to be able to create a more loving world going forward from here. Okay. Now we have the King of Swords reversed. I don't mean to be snarky, but for me right now, the King of Swords feels a little bit like our current president. He is unable to communicate consciously and thoroughly, and in fact, truthfully. I mean, if I'm being honest, and I'm not trying to like offend anyone's political belief, but we have to be able to admit that our president stretches the truth at the very least. We also have to be able to admit, whether you are a Republican or a Democrat, that this style of communication isn't really helping anyone. There is a lack of wisdom. There is a lack of conscious thought that goes into the things that he's saying. So I mean, we are doing a collective reading, so for right now, I'm just going to hold this guy as our current president, and we'll get some clarification on that later. So I would expect for the same kind of shenanigans that we're seeing in April to continue with President Trump, which doesn't really seem like a very big surprise. Okay, and now we have the Emperor reversed. There's a lot of reversed cards for the month of May. Isn't it making me very happy? We have the Emperor reversed right under the Hierophant reversed. I'd love to be able to give you guys better news, but I have to be honest about what the cards are saying. Anytime we have, you know, this many reversals, I always see it as a great opportunity. There is a gift in every single challenge. So again, this Emperor comes right underneath the Hierophant, indicating a severe lack of mental control, spiritual control, a lack of focus, a lack of discipline. Okay, now we have the Queen of Wands. I like her. It's nice to see her show up amongst all of this wreckage. So this Queen of Wands are all of the queens out there who are ignited in their passion. They are on fire. They have been doing their work. They have been mastering their skills. They have mastered the art of manifesting. They know that when they are active and in their power, that a simple thought is going to create an entirely new reality. And so we need all of these goddesses out there to step up. We need you all in your power. So if you've been holding back, this is not the time. This is not the time. Things are falling apart around you. They are, they're falling apart around you. Everything is literally upside down. We are kind of living in the upside down if you think about it. That's what it feels like to me sometimes. If you've ever seen Stranger Things, if you haven't, you should see it. Okay, and now we have the Page of Wands. I love this card. So this is creativity in action. This is taking this impossible dream and putting your creative passion inside of it to get that ball rolling. Again, we have another card of action. Some of you out there are focused and the mission is on. And then some of you are stuck in your lack of discipline, in your anxiety, in your overwhelm. No judgment. We've all been there. I wish I could give you guys better news, but I mean, I'm sharing this with you out of love. And for some of you, I am sorry to tell you, it's really time to get your act together. You know who I'm talking to. I say this with only love in my heart for you because I have been stuck in the depths so many times. So believe me when I say there is no judgment here. But that is the time where the creative potential is the most explosive. So anytime that things are falling apart around you is absolutely 100% the time to start rebuilding and rebuilding things better, whether it's in your own life, whether it's in your neighborhood, whether it's in your community, whether it's in the world. And no dream is too big because you've spent this time, you know how to manifest. You know that when you're strong and in your center, you are doing the damn thing. And with enough people doing the damn thing, we have the power to be able to change all of this, all of these upside down cards, all of this upside down world into something that is more positive. So essentially, it seems like the month of May collectively, it's going to be split right down the middle. There's going to be those who are keeping their eyes on the prize and they're moving forward. And then there's going to be those who are stuck in the mud. And it's up to those who are not stuck in the mud, who have been there before, who know how to get through it, to elevate those who are stuck in the mud. This is no small task. This requires that you show up with your whole heart. Do you see how do you see how the light is shining from his heart? I don't know if you can see it. We are not meant to be alone. We are being fed a whole bunch of fear. And unless we go inside and listen to the truth for ourselves, we are going to stay in this Three of Swords. And so are the rest of us. I think I'd like to get some clarification on a few of these cards. I'm sure you won't mind. We're going to use the New Era Elements Tarot. Love this deck too. It's pretty good about getting into the deep and the I don't want to say the deep and the dark, because it's not really the deep and the dark. It's like, it's just a deep deck. It doesn't hide from the shadows, which is where the work is. And I love that. It's raining outside. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, so let's get some clarification first on the Hierophant reversed. Why is the Hierophant reversed? Interference. Oops. This is the 8 of Swords. So there's all this stuff going on around us. There's all these different distractions. It's making it extremely hard to focus, distracting us from mission, taking us off our game. Let's get one more for that. What do we need in order to overcome that energy? How do we overcome that distraction? I'll tell you how you overcome that distraction. You do it by breathing. Breathing is literally the key to everything. I say this all the time. I have a video about how to learn to breathe properly, but if you're breathing properly, most of us just aren't even taking the time to focus on our breath. If we can do that, that stops the distraction. That slows the brain down. That slows the body down. It calms everything down. If you're interested in learning to breathe properly, you can check the video in the link in the description below. I highly recommend it. It's always good to take some time to focus on your breath. Okay, what do we need in order to overcome that energy of distraction, interference, put us back on our spiritual path, get us back on the road to enlightenment? Son of Earth. Exactly. We need to focus on our commitment, on our steadiness, on our dedication, on the little changes that we make every single day. How are we focusing our mind? What are we looking at? What are we keeping our eyes on? And what are we doing? What are we doing to create the change we want in our life? It's pretty clear. I know that for a lot of you out there, I'm not saying anything new. Sometimes we just need to be reminded of the things that we already know. Sometimes we just need a little kick in the right direction. Oh wow, it's like really thundering and raining outside. I wonder if you can hear that. Probably not. Okay, let's get some clarification on this King of Swords. I'm interested in that. I know it was kind of rude to compare the King of Swords to the president, but I mean, here we have like the Emperor reversed and the King of Swords reversed. I mean, I don't make this up. Okay. Let's get a little more information, please, on the King of Swords reversed and the Emperor reversed. We'll do them both at the same time. Ooh, the Mother of Fire. Oh, yes. This is about the balance of the masculine and the feminine, the patriarchy versus the matriarchy, 100%. The patriarchy, oops, everything's backwards. The patriarchy is upside down. The fire of the mother has brought this about to correct what is wrong. All these systems, all these religious and political systems have all been created and enforced by the patriarchy. It has really, I really didn't want to get off on a whole tangent about like the patriarchy versus the matriarchy, but I mean, it's all kind of right here. And it's all going down in front of our eyes. So, right in the middle, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is a time of very big, long-lasting, and consequential change. The mother has had enough of this BS. There's creative passion and fire. Ushering in the change. We live in very weird times. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? I think I'm going to pull some oracle cards. Let's start with, we'll do the wild unknown animal spirit. And let's find out what energy that the collective needs to work with in order to make the most out of the month of May, which is not going to be easy. There's going to be a lot of struggle, a lot of heartache. There's a lot of stuck energy. How are you going to invest your time? All right, how do we make the most of this month of May? What energy do we need to focus on to be successful through the month of May, to get through this craziness? Lion energy, yes. Be in your power. Stop being small. Know your worth. Be confident in your abilities. Be confident in your strength. The lion has no reason to doubt himself and his ability to take care of his pride. And you should have no reason to doubt yourself and your ability to take care of you, to take care of your family, to take care of your neighborhood, to take care of your community, and to take care of this earth. The lion lives in harmony with the earth. He walks gently on the earth. And sometimes the strength is in the silence. quietly going about your business and getting things done. I like it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to do one more oracle card for May 2020. If ever there has been a time for leaning on one another, this is it. So I would love it if you would let me know how this is in the comments down below. If you would share this video with anyone you think that might resonate. If you would like this video, any way that you want to connect, that is what I'm here for. And my dog is scratching herself. But I am here. I want to connect with everyone, and I want to learn from one another. I want to connect with like-minded people who are focused on their growth, on their spiritual growth, on their connection, in the way that they operate and the way that they love. I'm about it. So let's do it. Now more than ever. This is the Sacred Rebel Oracle deck, and this deck is always amazing. It does not disappoint. Beautiful images and amazing messages. Always has a healing process at the end, which I appreciate because I like simple, easy things that you can do that make a big difference in your life. So I come across those, I will definitely share them on this channel. This is a new channel, so I'm doing my best to get content up for you guys and then get on a regular schedule. So I would love it if you would come and grow with me. Okay. Faith in the process. So let us not get caught up in the despair. Let us have trust in the universe, in the divine, in God, whatever you choose to call it, that things are unfolding as they should. And sometimes that means that we are in the dark for a little while. It means that we have lost everything and we are on our hands and knees in prayer because we have nowhere else to go. And it is exactly at that moment that God will pick you up, the divine will pick you up, your higher self will pick you up, however you choose to call it, and will get you back on the right track. But sometimes there just has to be surrender to the things that have happened to you. I didn't say that as nicely as I wanted to say it because I have been in this very exact place, okay? So I understand it. I know how fucking hard it is. And I wish it didn't have to be that we had to get here in order to get through it and to create something better for ourselves, walking along on our destiny in an even deeper way, learning and growing, peeling back the layers, seeing what's there, growing through it. Finding out that it does work out, but it's really hard to see that when you're stuck in the middle of it. But if you can surrender, it will make the process much easier. And I do believe that it is right here where the biggest change can happen for you. So don't be scared to get on your knees and work on your connection to the divine. Strengthen your connection, and it will strengthen your confidence. It will make your life easier when you have faith and you trust in the process, when you have faith and you trust in life. And not just this life, all the other lives. So I really hope that this gave you some hope and inspiration. And I would love to know how this resonates for you. So again, please feel free to connect with me, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. It is an honor to be here and I appreciate this time. Thank you so much. Much love.